Matthew Arnett. You nailed it. Basically, I think that's what I want to do is I hate asking for money and having that be the basis of some kind of communications. I really do. We do need some money, but we're going to make it through. I just want it to be a better product on our end. So I want to build that up so that we can have that product come to you faster and it can be a more seamless thing. With that, though, you had said something like, why don't you do a podcast on e-bikes or something? I might have read this wrong. Do an e-bike podcast, which I don't see many of. And with that, support yourself through the GoFundMe. And I just think that's fantastic. I mean, I think what happens is sometimes when we're out being needy, we're looking for some one thing, we gather another. Like through all this turmoil in the last few years with my legal troubles that were back 2 years back, and it just turned my world upside down. Then the heart attacks, all this. Truthfully, I'm one of the mindset that God's teaching me something. He's getting me ready for something, and I don't want to get political, but with the things going on right now, in our social media, there's these battles between left and right, and this, that, and the other. We're all brothers and sisters. My God, this is just crazy. But I know I'm being brought to a set of gifts and talents and strengths and experiences to humble me and to experience a death of ego. Because I can climb up on the ego wagon. That's for sure. If you've known me over the years, I can be quite full of myself. But anyway, Matthew's point, great stuff. I've got a lot to say about the e-bike business, and I've got a lot to say. I know you guys have a lot to say about what you'd like to know about transportation alternative to gasoline. And e-bikes are a great resource to get around town. That's why we started Hopkins E-Bike Design, was because during COVID I got so lazy and so weird hanging out with Dad. And I love Dad, don't get me wrong, we had a great time together, but I mean, I found myself getting old so fast because I was sleeping in later. I didn't have these responsibilities. It was just kind of bizarre. So I started building the e-bikes for people that were buying the kits and so on and so forth. And through about a 2-year period, I ended up building like 75, 80 e-bikes for friends and family. And through word of mouth and some of the design changes I had done in some of those kits, because they were just so frustrating, I had kind of figured out I had my finger on the heartbeat of the electric bike thing. It's very simple. It's not rocket science, but I have my finger on what the different steps you take to do this. The most important one is how to network people thousands of miles away from you to put together prepackaged things to send to you to make it more efficient for you. Then take that to the next step, like with the Chupacabra line of e-bikes, things like that. Those were just great projects, and those expanded me a lot and expanded us a lot. And I can answer days of questions on those. That was a great adventure. To me, it's too much competition and too much insurance and liability, this, that, and the other for my style of what I need. I'm a very simple man. I don't need a lot of money. I don't need to drop ship all over the world. What I need to do is have a place where people can rely on, come here, trust in us, and get their e-bikes fixed. There's nothing like that in Monterey. Very simple. And we want to be the best, so we want to be able to have the equipment that we need to make that happen. That's why the GoFundMe. I have no money, zero. I'm living in my van. I've spent everything I have on surviving, which has been fine. I'm living in my van where we've got the shop back up and running. We're constantly working. We have money coming in. I've gone to Social Security, my retirement. That's going to be great when I get used to all that. I'm on Medicare. That's going to save me some great money. It's going to simplify things. And what we need to do and why we started the GoFundMe is because we want a little bit more of a home base so that we can start focusing on the future and the now instead of how do we get to the point where we can start this. Because it was just the right amount of investment from the community believes in you more. Also, you own a piece of it. And we're not talking a huge amount of money. I'm talking about $4,500 in either a line of credit for parts